We are. It's Winging It with Ron, St. Louis edition. Now, it used to be Gateway, and it's now Worldwide Technology Raceway, which is a fantastic track that's really come around and done a lot of work to make it one of the front runners for a great racetrack, first of all, but it's part of our countdown. And this being the third race of our playoffs, I've been looking forward to this race for a long time, and I wasn't sure it was going to happen, but my special guest today is somebody that I have really enjoyed being around and look forward to seeing a lot of mutual friends that we have. Dom Perdome, obviously I've seen, this is Kenny Wallace, everybody, by the way.
Hello, everyone.
And Kenny, he kind of, for a lot of fans, he dropped off the face of NASCAR. But those, and I've been bragging on you a lot to our followers and my followers, the best follow on Instagram. He used to be the best follow on Twitter, but he got off and got aggravated.
Yes.
And Facebook as well. But Kenny is living the good life, and I have really admired the fact that he's gone off and just done dirt racing, and that's what he's done. Great NASCAR driver, a great ambassador, but the fact that he now lives right here, close to us, we spent the weekend last race with Kyle Petty, and I knew we were coming to town, and I knew you had a race, and I was like, oh my God, please be in town. So glad to have you join me.
I love you, Ron. You know that. So I'm thinking about Nelly, the rapper. People say, what the hell are you doing, Herman? I'm like, oh, you can find me in St. Louis. You know, I really wanted to come back home. It was always kind of part of the master plan. And I know it's hard to plan because I always tell everybody, you know, when you're chasing your dreams, go and meet people. You know, Ron, I know that you know this, but I have found myself all over, not just the United States, but Japan, Canada, Mexico, and we've been in and out, and we've been working so hard to make our careers. But man, I wanted to come home and chill out. So I'm living a great life. My wife I met in high school. She said, "Okay, let's go back home." So we're home now.
Yeah, I love it. And if you don't follow him, you're dumb, first of all, but I'm going to help you out. Listen, he gets up in the morning, has coffee, and he lets us know what's on his brain, and that is probably the best. I've said it many times. It's some of the best mornings that I have when I have my coffee. You're 2 hours ahead of me in California.
Yeah.
So I get up and I see, what is Kenny talking about today? And so I appreciate it. I love the fact that you're having a blast. Your brothers. My first win was here in Funny Car, by the way, at Gateway.
And we were there.
And Rusty, Mike Wallace, and Kenny Wallace, all are huge local favorites that came out of this area. And we're all there for that first win. That winner's circle picture is awesome with all you guys hanging out with Snake and myself and Roland Leon, with my crew chief.
Yep.
That was a great day for me.
So much to be said about everything you just said. So, you know, my brother, the great Rusty Wallace, I love Rusty so much. We don't have a sibling rivalry. I always just wanted to do what Rusty was doing, but really it goes back to my dad, Russ. You know, my dad was a great race car driver, so it started like that. So when Rusty got the Miller Genuine Draft sponsor, that's how we met Don the Snake Perdome.
Yeah.
And, you know, through the Miller Brewing sponsor. And then you came along, and I don't want to embarrass you, but I just really like you. You're, as they say back in the old days, you're a good egg. You're easy to get along with, and I just really like being around you. And you're now we go to Sturgis every year, and I see Don the Snake Perdome. And now let's go to the coffee with Kenny in the morning. The Snake of all people, like my hero, when we're out there at Sturgis, it'd be my brother Rusty, Don the Snake Perdome, Walker Evans. I mean, like these heroes.
Mark Martin.
Yeah, Mark, the kid Martin. I mean, it's just people,
Walker Evans.
People that I look up to.
Oh my God.
And right in front of all these people, the Snake could go, "Hey, Herman." That's my nickname. He goes, "Man, I really like that coffee with Kenny, man." And I'm like, I better keep doing it. You know? Sometimes, you know, Ron, I was born hyperactive, and everybody goes, "No,
seriously?"
It was my mom's fault though, because they took me off Ritalin. So this is what you get, and you know, instead of a diary, they made that damn Facebook and the social media. So I'm like, man, I got something to say. So
It's easy.
It's people like you and the snake that egg me on, and other people. So
I love the fact that your sponsors, a lot of your sponsors, and we have some mutual friends with your sponsors.
Jags,
that family. But the fact that they let you loose is something that doesn't happen in today's world. Well, I encourage anybody, I'm telling you right now, follow them on Instagram or Facebook. You will not be disappointed. Probably my all-time favorite go-to follow on social media. So we'll put that out there. Now, we're here for two reasons. First, we're going to hang out and we're having beer.
Right.
And just relaxing. You're heading off to race tomorrow. I am also.
And you are too.
Yep. Because we're here at a great place. Like I said, it's a neighborhood place. We're going to do some winging, okay? We're going to sample some wings, and we're just going to chat. And this is what it's all about. I try to explain to Kenny, winging it with Ron is just that. It's winging it. So we're going to try. They said their favorite and their go-to here for most customers is the dry rub. They got a dry rub, Asian trashed, a mild, a hot trashed, and a hot. Now,
that means I'm trash as you.
You don't do spicy. I normally don't, but we're going to try that.
Yeah.
Just for everybody at home.
Yeah, we have to.
But I feel like we got a front runner here. This could be good. And we're going to show you their staff here in a second and why it's a favorite amongst the racers in this area.
Can I eat this or not?
Yeah, we're going to. Hold on. Okay. So do you normally, are you a wing guy?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything you like or don't like? Do you like the dry rub, the messy, blue cheese?
I like all chicken wings as long as they don't burn my mouth.
Yeah, same here. Exactly.
Right?
I don't want to ruin my beer.
Right.
Yeah.
I still want to feel my mouth.
All right, we're going with, this is the dry rub. That's all it says, basic. And these are big, by the way. Look how meaty, solid that is. You don't get a good solid wing like that all the time. I sound like I know what I'm talking about, huh?
Okay. No, it's got a touch.
Just right there. Just right there, good. Now, real quick. No, just right there. I just want to show all of our friends at home. This is some of the staff. And it's all girls like this that work there. And there's a neighborhood bar and grill. So I have a feeling this is why it was recommended. Thank you, girls. Appreciate it. Thank you. Right this second.
You want to go?
No. I know girls do that. I'm doing it.
Well, that's what I was saying about the girls always say. Why do girls do that?
I don't know.
They always got to go to the bathroom together.
It's weird for me to do that.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm going to go, and then I'll be back.
Yeah. Here you go. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, we're back.
I'm back.
Kenny Wallace, a.k.a. Herman.
The little girl had to go to the bathroom.
We're going to dip into the hot trash and hot. That's what we got left. Oh, no. We're going to start with mild. We got a mild one. Then we're going to go that route. First and foremost, I need to know the story of Herman. Now, I've known you quite a while, and the first time I was told about Herman, and I think, I don't remember who told me the initial story, but once I met you, I understood it, and suppose it was an alter ego is how it started, but where did it come from?
So, my original nickname was Herman the German. There was a guy named Bob Miller, a big German man, and he was a good race car driver, but then he decided to be a promoter.
Here, in this area?
In this area. And my dad and Bob Miller were good friends. Bob had a car lot, a used car lot. And it could be a Tuesday night, a Wednesday night. And, of course, I was too much for my mom and dad. As we've already diagnosed, sincerely though, diagnosed hyperactive. And look, listen, Ron.
I had a couple friends, and they were on Ritalin and when I was a kid, and I didn't understand it back then. Now I have a son that's ADHD, and we took him off the medication, which is the best thing we could have done. That's beside the point. So I understand the hyperactive, and I enjoy it. Two of my friends who were hyperactive were some of the funnest times.
Well, I mean, seriously though, I don't want to get too serious, but there's times I look in the mirror and I'm like, calm down, Kenny. I mean, I'm too much for me.
You wear yourself out?
I'm like, I wore myself out. So anyway, because of those childhood days, my dad raced, my dad won, and we'd go down to Bob car lot, and my dad and Bob Miller would be in the office, and I'd go out and I'd get in every car he had and pretend I was in the Daytona 500.
Really?
And my dad would say, you wore out every steering box in every one of those cars. And so my dad won a lot, and they talked bad about my dad. And I'd be in fights in the grandstands at 10, 11 years old, defending my dad. And it was Bob Miller. He said, oh, Herman the German. So now let's fast forward. The reason he nicknamed Herman the German, because he's a big German man. Bob stood about 6'3" at least. And sure enough, Google it. As they say nowadays, Google it. Herman the German was a medieval warrior from the 1780s. His wife was Thusnelda. And to this day, I have two bobbleheads of Herman the German. And so then I moved down to North Carolina, and I mean, you had Dale Earnhardt Sr. calling me the Herminator.
This might seem boring. We're going to go just mild. I don't know why we went back to mild. This is one of their best sellers. Now, you know you keep grabbing a drumstick.
Yes. Do you not want me to grab
No.
They're easier.
Like, no, because I have this conversation with everybody because I learned this. I started this whole Winging It with Ron. I had zero idea about wings. These, you know what these are called?
No.
What would you call that? A wing? Just
Drumstick.
A wing? Drumstick and
The drumstick.
What do you call them things?
I don't know.
They call them flats.
Flats. I don't know that. Michael Waltrip is the best at eating those. He can put them in his mouth, come out, and there's bone left.
Watch my episode with him.
I won't lie to you.
He called me Malibu Ron because I picked at mine and he went, and there was a bone.
He's famous at that.
Yeah, I didn't know it,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he did it.
We drank some, myself and Michael Waltrip, we drank some beers together.
Funny. All right, here we go. This is just their mile wing.
Mild.
Again, a lot of meat. A lot of meat. Healthy.
I'm amazed.
Like maple.
Yeah.
syrupy.
You know what I like? They're not trying to kill you here. They want you to enjoy yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like that too.
Yeah, me too. Good save.
So far, Ron, mild is my favorite. It's got a little flavor to it.
More than the dry run? Oh. Interesting. All right. Okay, well,
There's a lot of enjoyment
man,
in eating
good.
these.
Yeah, really good.
You know, the professionals say palate. Is the palate, is that on your tongue? My palate?
I think it's up. Isn't it up and back? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm a redneck. I can fit in anywhere though.
Yeah, you can.
Wherever you want me. You know, I shaved today for you.
Did you?
Well, how'd I look?
You look good, man.
Good.
He came in and put me in a headlock when I wasn't looking at the bar. Unknown little area with the hot trash.
I'm
and
nervous.
The hot. I'm a little nervous too.
I'm nervous.
We both got to put fire suits on tomorrow.
Yeah.
Last thing you want to worry about.
We should put our fire suits on right now. Hot
right.
trash.
All right, I'm going with a flat on this one. You dig into your drumstick. Let's go in together. You let me know when you're ready.
You know, all I'm doing, like, this kind of reminds me of somebody that's drinking a little too much. Hot trash.
Hot trash.
God. Should I be nervous?
Hot trash. All right, I feel like I have a little too much sauce on it.
Okay, look, I just think I'm going to barely, I'm nervous, so that's
You
what,
gonna pick at it like I did?
here I go.
All right.
Oh my God, Ron, come on, no. I'm just going to do a little bit.
Wait, the smell is, it's not as bad as it smells.
So that's weird. Right now,
smelled it.
okay, it's a delayed reaction.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Delayed, yeah.
So when you eat a hot trash, you're like, no big deal.
Yeah.
And like 5 seconds later, it's like, okay, I've already had enough. What kind of people are these made for?
I couldn't do it. A lot of it.
But why do people find great joy in something that burns your mouth?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna abort because
Okay.
Because I have a sensitive stomach.